Hello, hello, and happy Tuesday. I had to think for a moment what day of the week it is. It's been a weird one. It has not felt like a Tuesday today to me, like at all, at any point. Um, but it is what it is. I feel like I'm a little overexposed by my lights here. Turn that down just a little bit. Hello, lovelies. It's so good to see you all. Zebby, congratulations on being first today and getting a coveted Raffi autograph. Um, well, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Kai, thank you so much for the resub. I appreciate your support, and I hope you continue to enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Megs, welcome in. Right at 66 blankets. Very nice, very nice. You keep thinking it's Monday. I kept thinking it was Wednesday. I kept thinking it was Wednesday. So I don't know. Maybe wishful thinking. I had a very, very, very slow day at work. If you hadn't heard the news, I put in my resignation almost 2 weeks ago at my current job. My last day is Thursday. I do not have another job lined up. So that'll be interesting. I am applying for jobs. I just don't have another one yet. Yeah, I've applied for a couple jobs so far. I'm not too stressed about it yet. I'm trying not to stress myself out over it. My family's really supportive of the move, of me putting in this resignation, even though I don't have anything lined up. So I'm just kind of, working with it. Callie, welcome in love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you? It's good to see you all again. We are coming back to decades. I did go through my mods. I think I've gotten all the most problematic mods, and I think I may. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully, Medieval Cookbook and everything are working. I know some people have been having issues with them. I found a mod that was causing an issue that might have been kind of causing the issues for Medieval Cookbook and hunting and foraging in mine, like was triggering that. So we'll see how that goes. Um this is probably going to be a shorter stream, probably only about like 2-ish hours just because I unfortunately going through my mods took a lot longer than I was expecting it to. And so I have a much later start tonight than I would typically want. But I am doing pretty good. I was very, very bored at work today. Let me put it this way. Like the first almost 2.5 hours of work, I had things to do. But then I got all those done and there was nothing else for me to do. So I spent most of the day, like 5 out of my 8 work hours, not doing anything because there was nothing for me to do. And I hate being bored. I would much rather be busy than bored because at least when you're busy, the day goes quickly and you feel like productive. You know what I mean? I was not feeling that today. I was not feeling that at all. But we live, we learn, we manage. Um, but yeah, so we are coming back to decades. We'll see how many days we actually get through, but I definitely wanted to stream. I wanted to hang out, even if it was going to be a shorter stream. Um, cause I love hanging out with you guys, and I don't like canceling stream if I can avoid it, even if it's a shorter stream or even if we have to change games. I would rather stream and hang out with you guys than not. But yeah. All right. So we are in autumn of the year 1310. We're nearing the end of this year. Alice is pregnant. Basilia is pregnant. They're both due in winter. Uh, Oh, thank you, Megs. And when we last played, let's see, Michael aged up, so he's a kid now. We are going to start off this episode by aging up Basilia and Everard's son. It is their only son to date. They've had a lot of daughters who have lived and died. But this is their only son to date, and that is Robert. Robert Renbury, named for his grandfather, who is nicknamed Hob. An old-fashioned nickname. Alright. Let's switch over to the game. And the good news is, because I won't have, we're taking the positives we can from my impending unemployment. My impending period of unemployment, however long that turns out to be. Hopefully not too long. I do have some savings that can help buffer the time, but it'll be at least a couple weeks probably. But I am planning to start streams earlier, so that we have longer streams during this period of time. Because I will be able to do that because I won't have to be worrying about like a commute and stuff. So look forward to that, I guess. If we're gonna have some longer streams. I'm gonna try and start our weekday streams in particular closer to the 5 o'clock my time, so 7 o'clock Eastern, rather than the 6:30, because again, I don't have a commute. I don't have like a work that I'll be coming home from and needing to cook dinner. So with that extra time saved, I can stream longer on the weekdays in the interim. So that'll be nice. And let's see, I was just making sure that I had the things. What's up, Raffy? Why are you so chatty? He's not usually this chatty outside of like food time, and I already fed them dinner. You want to be in my lap? Come here. Alright. See if he'll hang out with me. Meg, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How you doing? Alright, we got that. Got that. Nope. No lap time? Okay. Hair. Okay. So we're here. It is the end of the first day of autumn. So we made it through that. And I gotta get everybody to bed and move to morning. And then we'll go age up Robert. Robbie boy. Alright. Everyone go to sleep. Go back to bed. I got you all nicely in bed, and then Raffy, stop that. Get everybody to go back to sleep here. Yeah, no, the EA patches and updates have really been taking a toll on our modding community. So, I just want to give a big shout out, like a universal shout out to our modding community for all the work that they have been doing to keep up with these rigorous updates and patches and everything, in supporting the community and stuff. I know sometimes people get very why isn't this updated yet? And I'm like, guys, they're real people. They have their own lives. I respect all of that. I don't mind removing mods for a short period of time or whatever needs to be done, as long, if they don't feel stressed working on updates and they can take their time, I'm okay with that. So just giving a big shout out to the modding community. You're too scared to touch yours? Yeah. It was a process. Like I said, it took several hours of me going through like my mods and like booting up my game in between and narrowing down what exactly was causing the issue. Because I did delete a few things that like Better Exceptions was like pinging, but hold on, I'm gonna switch this song. It's my least favorite song on this playlist, but I don't own the playlist, so I can't take it off. Clearly I need to have Alice do laundry because we have a lot of laundry piles everywhere. Oh, also, by the way, one of the things I had to delete was my barley gatherable, which is a custom content gatherable made by Iceman. It has not been updated yet. So lore-wise, I'm saying that we got raided by bandits and they stole all our barley. So we have no barley anymore. They stole all of our grain. This sort of thing did happen back in these days, raiders and whatnot. Raiders and bandits and whatnot. And so, yeah, they came by and they stole our entire store of grain. What a terrible thing to happen in autumn going into wintertime. Hopefully we'll be okay. But yeah, that is the lore I am dropping as a result of the update. Is our family was unfortunately the victim of bandits. Now, thankfully, the bandits weren't terribly violent. They were just desperate and did not care for the many mouths to feed that Adam and Alice and Hob have all these kids. And they were just like, you're gonna give us all your grain. You can keep your other vegetables, but at least we need your grain. And so Adam, to save his family, gave up all their sacks of grain that they had stored up. And so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Aww. That is such a big compliment, Megs. Thank you so much. All right. Honey, do not wake up your father. Do not wake up your father. You need to learn to befriend the monster under your bed. Hob, can you go to bed, please? All these. Just trying to get fully into the next morning before I have us switch households. Move these all outside. No, Laura. Laura, no. No. You are not going to wake up your father. Go back to bed. Or if you cannot sleep, at least nap. At least nap. Just rest. Rest your eyes. No. Don't wake him up. Don't. Oh, come on. Honey bun. Adam, go back to sleep. She's fine. She's fine. You can go back to sleep. I'm sorry. Like, from a distance, like, in the little PNG, for some reason, compared to everybody else, I feel like Hob just looks so jaundiced. And, like, he's just looking very yellow today. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's the color he's against. He's just looking a little jaundiced at the moment. It's got me concerned for him. Like, maybe, I don't know. Go back. Oh, geez. Here, how about you talk to the monster under the bed? Try to befriend it, Jill. You can befriend the monster under the bed. What are we going to name the monster under Jill's bed? Does anybody have ideas to name the monster under the bed? I was thinking... No, I don't want to use that name. Hmm. Wouldn't it be funny if she had unknowingly named it after the king? She's like, this is Sir Edward. You know, mainly because it's not a name of her family, but it's, or anybody she directly knows, but she's heard about somebody named Edward a lot of people are not happy with. So she's like, it's a perfect name for a monster. She made friends with the monster under her bed. Yay! Now she won't be scared anymore. Dust Bunny Doom or Lumpy, that's pretty good. Honey, go back to sleep. The leap from toddlerhood to childhood in The Sims seems so large. They go from looking about 3 or 4 to looking 9. All right. I'm going to save and then go to manage worlds. I know, she's so very pregnant. You have to remember, this is her. Hold on, I gotta count. She's had 2 sets of twins, so I have to keep that in, factor that in when I'm counting her pregnancies, because those are 1 pregnancy but 2 babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is her 8th pregnancy. And it will be her last pregnancy. Because she has her father-in-law living with her. As far as I'm pretty sure it's going to be her last pregnancy. I'm really not planning for her to remarry. She's got her father-in-law still around, which provides a level of security as far as like home and stuff goes. And she has a living son by Adam. 2 living sons, actually, by Adam, who, you know, would be the inheritors of the estate. So I'm not really seeing her as like in a desperate sort of position to need to remarry. But yeah, all right. We're gonna go to manage worlds, and I'm gonna switch over to Everard and Basilia's household. Their household is small enough that I can just go into Cass. But let's see about a prediction. Now, Robert, I keep wanting to call him George, but George was Richard's son. He's aging up to toddler. So he's got roughly a 30% chance of failing this role. Let's see. Start full edit mode. I was thinking about, I mean, Peony's household is so big right now, but they have a couple more tries that they can do for babies, so I might have Peony try for another baby. We'll see. She's had the best survival rate for her kids so far of the 3 wives we have, of the 3 branches. So a part of me kind of wants to capitalize on that. But her last couple babies haven't done well. So But she's got like 3 more try for babies that she can do. Based on Richard's original like role. Um there we go. Candy, welcome in, love. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you doing? All right, we're going to start a prediction. Will Robert pass toddler role? Yes or no? I'll let that go for like 2 minutes. All right, here's Robert. He actually had different eyes. His eyes were like a mix because Everard's eyes aren't that green. I could have sworn I had more colors. Oh, but this is infants, so that's probably part of it. Because Basilia's got brown eyes, and even Everard's eyes are more of like a hazily color. So I think his eye, yeah, that's the color his eyes were originally. Thank you for the lurk, Candy. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh, he is such a cute toddler. He is honestly such a cute mix of Everard and Basilia, I feel like. I'm honestly really digging this like longer cut on his hair. It suits him so well. Randomize a trait. What do you get? He's angelic. Of course he is. Of course he is. Honestly, he is a really cute kid. Can we all agree on that? He is so cute. But like all our prettiest kids have been dying, so I don't know. That this might be a bad sign. Not that any of them have been ugly. Let's be honest. The Renbury boys have some they've been having some good-looking kids. But let's see. Here we go. Darker. Yeah, they've got good genes. A part of me really likes the navy with the like green leggings. We haven't used this swatch on any of them before. I think he's going to have a very strong chin when he grows up, though. Which honestly fits, because both his parents have pretty strong jawlines. Alright. I see you guys... Let's see. Let me just copy this over to the other outfits. And then I just want to check for any rogue accessories. No, this boy, he didn't grab any accessories. We are good. We are good to go. Alright, little Robert, who looks nothing like his namesake, let's be honest. Let's see what you roll. Oh, that's a fail. That's a fail. I don't want to. It's their only boy. Did I? I'm just double checking one thing real quick. Did I not add it? Apparently, I never finished adding it. I thought I added it ages ago, but I'm gonna add it now just because you guys don't have to redeem it now. But I thought I'd added it as a channel point redeem ages ago. I was gonna put it as like a once per episode limit, like once per stream limit type channel point redeem for a reroll. But you can only do it once. And it's not a guaranteed save, it's just a reroll. Like I said, I thought I'd... Alright. Okay. Why didn't it... Am I maxed out on things or something? Maybe that's why. There we go. Now it added. Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, I added the channel points redeem. Just remember, especially when we get towards like the famine and stuff, where I'm going to be rolling for a lot of characters all at once, it will only ever be one per stream redeem. And it's not a guaranteed save. It is just a chance to save. Such a cutie, too. It's always the pretty ones. Take a little screenshot of his adorable little face. Hopefully Basilia is having another boy. After a string of girls, maybe she'll have a string of boys now. All right, I'm just gonna Gen 2, Grinbury, Robert, or Robbie. Butler. Well, I guess I gotta roll for how long he's gonna live now, since he failed that roll. Okay, let's do the other roll now to see how long. It's a D4. For how many years will he live? 2. So another person who's going to die in 1312. 1312 is not gearing up to be a good year for this family. Maybe like an epidemic or something will go through the village during 1312, and that's what's gonna kill like all these family members off. Yeah, we're currently set to have 3 Like basically one person in each of the three branch households is currently set to die in 1312. Um so I'm thinking 1312 might have had like some sort of epidemic went through the village or something. I know there's so many unaliving. We'll get through it somehow. Somehow we will. Um Darn, cutie. I'm gonna save the household with him so I can, like, age him up later separately, because I can do that with them, because their household is not big enough. Um, Save household to my library. Estrel's supposed to die this year, too. That's his sister. Um, she and Clemens are both still supposed to die in this year. I was probably gonna have her die in winter. Wait. But Clemens is probably gonna die here pretty soon. You love to add my Sims to your own medieval play? Oh, I love that. Feel free to, you're always welcome to share in the UDC Tavern channel, Megs, in Discord, if you're in the Discord. And you're always free to, share there if you want to talk about your own medieval gameplay. It is a little, I won't lie, I did not plan it this way because Adam just kind of fell in love with Alice and they both happen to be blonde. But I don't usually have like households who all have the same hair color. Or at least not all blonde. So I am not used to looking down here and seeing what looks like a Mormon family. Because they are all blonde and light-eyed. Versus like Richard, you've got a good mix of like redheads and blondes. And all of Everard's kids are brunette. Like, other than the one set of twins he had a while back, they've pretty much all been brunettes. So it's a little unnerving to me sometimes to look down and be like, oh, yes, I am playing a fully blonde household. It's so fitting though, because that was kind of like the beauty. It was. I mean, it was. Light hair was very much, and I mean, in many ways today too. A lot of people like light hair. But I mean, I just like people personally. I don't really have a cookie cutter type myself, but yeah, especially back then in England, they liked light hair, they liked very pale eyes. Specifically in this time period, I want to note that they thought gray eyes were the prettiest, not blue. Which I think is interesting. But yeah, I mean, it makes sense why Adam would then fall for Alice because she very much fit the beauty standard of the time. She would have been considered very beautiful. Hi, Kelvin. Oh my gosh, you just finished reading it? Ooh, isn't it so good? I've learned so much. I really like the Dan Jones, The Plantagenets too, if you haven't read that one yet, Calvin. And if you get the audiobook or if your library has the audiobook on Libby, Dan Jones actually reads the Plantagenet one. He doesn't for the War of the Roses audiobook, but he does for the Plantagenet one, and he is very engaging to listen to. It was very good for my commute when I was going through that book. All right. Well, unfortunately, Robert failed his role, so Basilia and Everard's first son will not make it to childhood. Unfortunately, he will be part of that larger statistic. Everard and Basilia have had the worst luck with kids. Peony and Richard have had the best luck with their own children's survival rate, I feel like, for the most part. And I feel like Adam and Alice are really right in the middle. Yeah, but no, Dan Jones is a great historian. I think his stuff is super, like, it's written in such a way that it's like not super dry. It's actually very, like, engaging. Like, I love history, but there are, some people are not good at teaching history. They know a lot, but they're not good at, like, conveying the information in a way that is engaging. But Dan Jones is really, really good. He also was part of he took part in a TV series called Great British Castles, and like a documentary series. We watched a few episodes in the Discord a while back of that. And that was also very interesting, focusing on the individual histories of different castles. All right, Alice. Oh, go to the outhouse, honey. Because I did. I got the outhouse. I earned it. I earned the outhouse. So we have a nice proper outhouse that our adults, like our children and up, use. What do you mean getting in line? Who's in the outhouse? I don't think anybody's in there. I have not watched The Tudors. I've been slowly making my way through like Star's catalog of the like specifically the Philippa Gregory stories. I just needed the winter to get a little colder. But no, I have not watched The Tudors. I'll admit, Henry the Eighth has never held my interest very much. As much as like Elizabeth the First or even Mary, his daughters, or even his predecessors. But no, I have not watched The Tudors, so I can't really state an opinion on that series. All right, clean the coop. Scatter some feed. We gotta feed because we got chickens last time. We got chickens. I almost forgot about them. I'll be honest, but we do have chickens now. All right, Alice, honey, I need you. Here's the true test. No! Wait. Where's my stuff? Alright. Can you make the pottage? Is it gonna work? Are you gonna be able to do it? Oh my gosh, Michael, that was so rude to your, like, she's not your bio mom, but she has, like, stepped into that role, so she's your mom, but, like, come on, dude. She's heavily pregnant. She's doing her best. She's got 6 kids in the house with her. She's struggling, man, Michael. Don't be mean. Oh, really? That's good to know. My mom's always been a big fan of Philippa Gregory's books. And she is like a big history buff on this stuff, and she acknowledges, there's different I mean, from what I understand, like the books are way better than the shows. And I mean, there is artistic license because like I always like look up after each episode. I'm like, how much of this really happened? And I compare like what happened in the show versus what we know happened in history. All right, she looks like Alice is successfully cooking. Maybe, maybe not. Resume. Light. Do you need to light this? Is that why? Can you resume the pottage now? What the hell, Michael? Did you did you all see that? Here Alice is trying to cook and Michael just comes and throws it away. What a little shit. Oh my gosh, honey. It might actually be spring. Let's see. We're gonna be right on the edge between winter and spring when Alice gives birth. Alright, let's try this again. What a naughty boy. I know, right? He's in a rebellious phase, I think. He's 5. He's only 5 and he's doing this. Poor Jill. Here, Jill, eat this tomato, even though you wouldn't have had tomatoes back then. You foraged a tomato, so I guess eat it. We'll pretend it's an apple. Alright, Alice, you can do this. Huh? What are you doing? You're not supposed to do laundry. Right? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was just saying earlier he looks a little like jaundice or something. Like he looks a little off. I don't know what's up, but he's not supposed to die, and I kind of need him to stick around longer than Adam. We need an adult in this house. We don't know how long Alice is gonna last. When spring comes, we have to age her up to an adult. And we'll see how that goes. Her chances aren't great, unfortunately, which goes down to the time period and her class. Most people in her class, if they lived to adulthood, were dying between the age of 30 and 60. Only about 1 in 10 made it to 50. Now, but that it's important to note that some people did make it to 50 and 60 and 70 and 80. It just was not common. You have to remember, they did not have antibiotics back then. Okay, yeah. Okay. Oh. It's not working. Okay. Well, hopefully, maybe LBB will be I know LBB is working on a fix. They are aware of the issue that's going on because I have looked. I keep up on the Patreons of all these modders and stuff to keep up with things. I don't really want to like delete things. Everybody, we're just gonna eat raw. Well, no, because the raw vegetable thing doesn't always work very well because The Sims has the stupid, um, nature's revenge moodlet where it's like you ate a raw vegetable, so you're gonna have like dysentery symptoms. You're gonna have like explosive diarrhea. And I'm like, that makes no sense. People eat like raw grapes and apples all the time and have no issues. Like, sometimes they're really happy about the harvestables. Like, Alice right now is like, that was okay, but doesn't have, like, the nature's revenge moodlet. But sometimes they get the nature's revenge moodlet, and I don't know what's up with that. Here, maybe Alice, come over here. You can make a fruit salad for everybody. Everybody can eat fruit salad. It's not exactly a historical recipe, but at least you'll be eating. Oh yeah, I forgot we can make cheese because we have milk. Hold on, let's do that. Because I always forget. The chaos of having this many small children. I would like to not have toddlers anymore. Alright. Hob, you can clean up Simon. Okay, so it's not the oven itself that's having an issue. It is definitely an issue of the recipes. Like tuning probably. Because we were able to make a nice thing of cheese here. Who's hungry? You're hungry? Come eat some cheese. It's poor quality cheese, but you're gonna eat it anyway. Oh, yeah, see, Michael got nature's revenge. Just from eating a raw apple. Makes no sense. It's one of my least favorite, like, moodlets. No, wrong button. Because it is so illogical. It's not only adults. I don't know that I don't think toddlers get it, but children do. Clean up James. All right, Alice, I need you to do laundry. I don't know that I'll have like a true favorite. I mean, I know Jill is a fan favorite, you know, in part because she's the one we've gotten to like see grow up the most to date. Um, I'm just enjoying the ride, honestly. I'm looking forward to seeing what all happens, where the drama takes us, even when it's sad. It's better not to be attached. I mean, in a way, you're right. But I enjoy being invested in each of their individual stories, you know? You know, the fact that Michael is growing up to be just a rascal, just an absolute rascal. Like, look at this, just playing in this trash. He scared his mom. He is just a little rascal. And Jill is such a sweet girl, you know, to so far. And we haven't really gotten to see a lot of their personalities develop a ton, mainly because they don't get like their first full trait until they're children, and we haven't had a whole lot of those yet. Um, yes, Robert, Everard and Basilia's son failed his role earlier, unfortunately. Um, so he will not become a child. I'm hoping that Basilia is about to have another son to help kind of give, because right now, Everard and Basilia only have one daughter set to survive to teenagehood. So that branch might not, that at the rate that branch is going, they might not make it. Um, all right, Adam. Oh, also because my barley mod is it wasn't working, so I had to remove it. But because of that, we're now saying that all our grain was stolen by bandits. That is our lore, and we are sticking through it. We have no grain anymore. None. It has all been stolen by bandits who thankfully left us with our other vegetables and our lives. We can plant more onion to help make up for the lack Plant some more other vegetables here. Make up for the loss on the grains until we can find something else. Green beans can also, so we could plant some more green beans too. More mushroom. Sage. And garlic. All right, Adam, come out here and do some planting. In fact, Michael, come out here and do some planting. I think you can. You don't have enough mental skill. Can you watch? Dude, you can come warm yourself by the fire. Right. Simon, use the potty. Alice is taking a well-deserved nap. Hob, get some cheese. We're gonna take it. I mean, it really depends, because I mean, it would take me a long time to get to modern times. So I guess it comes down to how long my streaming career ends up being on whether I make it that far or not. Let's see. Your youngest daughter snuck into your bed and you don't have the heart to move her even though she's taking up most of your sight. Too cute to move. I would have a hard time moving her too in your position. Aw, thank you, Megs. I don't have plans to stop streaming anytime soon. Um, we just we don't know where life will take us. So, but yeah, I mean, for now, pretty much planning to be doing this challenge as long as I'm still streaming. I like it, and because I work other games into my schedule, it keeps me from burning out on The Sims. You all are so sweet. Oh my gosh, the chaos of having this many children in a household. Michael and Jill are actually really close. Jill's a little less close with her younger siblings, but I feel like part of that is like she's learned to like not get attached, except for Laura. She and her little sister Laura are super close. She's less close with her brothers and her sister Clemence, which part of it I'm lore building that Clemence has always been kind of a little bit on the weaker side because she slept a lot like during the daytime because she wouldn't sleep at night. So I'm like, she's sickly. She's a little bit of a frail kid. Um and because Jill has already lost so many siblings by the age of seven, I feel like she has put more of a distance between herself and Clemence with the expectation that she probably will die. Not that she loves her less or anything, but just because she's a kid who's already lost like 4 younger siblings. And that takes a toll. Like that's trauma right there. Like in modern times, we would be sending a kid who experienced that to intensive therapy. But they didn't have therapy back then. They only had church, which, limited and variable efficacy. You guys, you all make me. You're gonna make me blush. Like, seriously. I still can't believe that I'm going to be hitting my 2-year stream anniversary in November. That's crazy to me. Go away. I didn't think he would still be here. I had to remove the royalty mod, but I guess the sim is still here, even if he's not fulfilling the, like, taxes. See, he has no name. He is nameless now because I had to remove the royalty mod. He is nameless. He is just elder. Something tells me, what if he got dementia? Oh my gosh. McCrook. He got a bad case of dementia. Oh my gosh. Of course he does. Michael, our little mischievous bean, he's like, I like mischief. I'm like, I could already tell. I could already tell that. So, yeah, fine. You can be our little rascal prankster. That's your personality. I mean, he knows he's not going to inherit, so I feel like he just doesn't have that responsibility on his shoulders. It's the same kind of situation of like the spare prince has the most fun. Just look at William and Harry. Um, So yeah, you can like mischief because that's just how you are. All right, it's actually getting kind of late in the game. Send everybody to bed. Go to bed. No, wait, you don't go, wrong bed. Wrong bed. You go here. Sleep. Send everybody to sleep. Adam, you can finish the rest of the planning tomorrow. Use the bathroom. Grab some cheese. I had to give my kitty cat some pets. Okay. Alright, did you grab the cheese? Eat the cheese. Wash up. And then go to sleep. Why are you waking your brother up? No, you're not gonna wake. Don't wake up your grandpa. Why are you waking everybody up? Oh, that darn Nature's Revenge. Ugh. Good night, Megs. I'm gonna tuck you in, my dear. I hope you have very sweet dreams. And we will see you next time. Alright. Jill, wash up, wash up. Yeah, we're not gonna get very far into autumn today. Just because I started stream so late. But I might be able to squeeze in a couple hours stream on Friday to finish up, like to do the rest of autumn, and then we can do winter on Saturday. But that is, not a guarantee. We're calling that tentative, maybe a pop-up. I'll try to give at least 24-hour notice if I can. If I do, it's probably going to be pretty early in the day. But we'll see, because I do need to put some time towards applying for new jar. What do you mean Alice is starving? It's like, sorry, that was panic. Panic. Starved to death in 19 hours? What the helly? Oh, what the helly? You didn't eat any of the cheese? Girlfriend. It's like, what do you mean you're starving to death? We can make a fruit salad. So make fruit salad. You gonna come up? No? Okay. I'm gonna save before we get much further. You coming up? Yep. Okay. Hi. Only to go back down. Okay. It's one of those. Alright, Alice, make up that fruit salad. That's right. Chop up them apples and pears and berries, and we will get you and everybody else fed. It's middle of the night, but you know, here's a fun medieval fact. During this time period, a lot of medieval people, like the common people, had a what do they call it? Biurnal sleep schedule, meaning that they would like go to sleep at like sunset and sleep for a few hours, and then in the middle of the night they would get up and be up for like a couple hours and do like some house chores and stuff before they go to sleep again and then wake up with the dawn. And humans slept in that kind of manner for hundreds of years. So if you are someone who has a tendency to wake up in the middle of the night, you are just following in your ancestors' footsteps. We'll all have a midnight snack. It's fine. Why are you all the way over here? Simon, go home. Oh my gosh. The absolute chaos of this household. Reasons I, in real life, would not want this many children. This is a lot of kids, especially this close in age to each other. It's like, that's a lot. I think kids are great. But, I don't think I want 10 of them. Alice, please tell me you ate. You did. Good. Alright, Clements, go back to sleep. I was really looking... Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay. Clean up Laura. Alright, Jill, I'm sending you to bed. Okay. Now, I know this has been a very short stream. I did say it was going to be a short stream. I think I'm going to end here, mainly because I'm getting a little sleepy myself. And I do have 2 more days that I have to get up and go to this job that is mind-numbingly boring. Before I am free to rearrange my sleep schedule. Ooh, yes, he's actually eating right now. But I'll make sure he's got food in hand. He has food in hand, but good catch, Calvin. Good catch, on that. Let's see. See him put food in his mouth here. Go on, James. Put the food in your mouth. Do it. Do it. He's too busy using his diaper at the moment. There he goes. And come on. How about you put some of that in your mouth? Put some of it in your mouth. Come on, you can do it. It's fruit. Fruit's yummy. Put a little fruit in your mouth. There we go. Okay, no longer in danger of starving. Cool. Alright, well, the medieval cookbook stuff is a little glitched out at the moment. Not terribly, except the fact that they're just not finishing the recipes. So we will see what LBB comes out with for that mod and for fixing. But I don't think I'm gonna raid tonight. I think I'm just gonna sign off and say goodnight. I am planning to stream tomorrow. I will be starting about 7 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to be continuing A Plague Tale Innocence. This is a 17 plus rated game, so keep that in mind. That there are scenes of blood, gore, violence in this game. But it is a very interesting game. It's got great storytelling. So if you'd like to watch that, that'll be tomorrow night. Our next Decade stream officially will be Saturday. I might try and do a pop-up on Friday. It really depends on how the week goes. And my mom had mentioned she might want to go do something with me on Friday. So I guess it depends partly on if that happens as well. But I will see you all around. Let's see. I'm going to save. And we will get off for the night. But thank you all for coming and hanging out with me, even for just a short while. I am so sorry that stream started so late today, as I was taking way too long to get through my mods. But thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the resubs, for just being here, for lurking, for lurk chatting, for chatting. And I really appreciate each and every one of you and your support of this channel, of this content. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night, day, time zone, wherever you're at in the world. And it'll be goodbye for now, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Until next time.